Welcome, dear listeners, to our exploration of a profound topic that touches the core of our spiritual journey, the truth about being alone in the process of spiritual awakening. Today, we will uncover the layers of solitude and its integral role in our personal transformation and enlightenment. In the first segment of our discussion, we focus on understanding the essence of solitude in spiritual awakening. Solitude, often misunderstood as mere physical aloneness, holds a deeper spiritual significance. It is a state where you find yourself separated not just from others, but also from the distractions of everyday life, which allows a deeper introspection and connection with your true self. Let us consider why solitude is so essential. In the hustle of daily life, our minds are continuously bombarded with noise, from our environments, the media, and even our own incessant thoughts. This constant stimulation prevents us from listening to our inner voice, the subtle guide that leads us toward self-realization and spiritual truths. Solitude provides that rare space where the external noise fades and the internal dialogue becomes clear. In these moments of quiet, have you ever noticed how your most profound insights come to the surface? These insights often get drowned out in the cacophony of our regular engagements. In solitude, you can hear the whispers of your deepest desires and your truest feelings. It's a space where you can meet yourself, the unfiltered version, stripped of societal masks and expectations. However, embracing solitude is not merely about being alone. It's about what you do with that aloneness. How do you interact with your thoughts, feelings, and the silence that surrounds you? This leads us to the practice of mindfulness in solitude. When you are alone, practicing mindfulness can transform mere isolation into a rich, enlightening experience. By observing your thoughts without attachment, you engage in a form of self-dialogue that is essential for personal growth. Now, think about the last time you were alone. Did you reach for your phone, seeking to fill the silence with social media, messages, or emails? This reflex is common, as solitude can initially feel uncomfortable. The discomfort arises because, in silence, we are confronted with our true selves, including aspects we might usually avoid or mask in social settings. This confrontation is crucial. It is where genuine self-awareness and, subsequently, self-growth begins. Moving beyond the discomfort, solitude offers the fertile ground needed for the seeds of wisdom and insight to grow. When you allow yourself to sit with your thoughts, you begin to recognize patterns in your life, patterns in your choices, your relationships, and your reactions. Understanding these patterns is the first step to transcending them. You start to see where changes are needed, what habits are detrimental, and what paths lead to peace and fulfillment. Moreover, solitude is the perfect teacher of self-reliance. In the quiet, when you are your only company, you learn to console, motivate, and validate yourself. This self-reliance is empowering. It builds inner strength and confidence that is not easily shaken by external opinions or challenges. As we reflect on these points, consider how solitude might be reshaping your spiritual path. Is it possible that those moments alone are actually guiding you closer to your true self? Could it be that within your solitude lies the wisdom you've been seeking? As we wrap up this first part of our discussion, I invite you to reflect on your own experiences with solitude. How have these moments alone influenced your thoughts, emotions, and spiritual growth? The paradox of connection in solitude. Unveiling inner universes. In this second segment of our exploration of being alone during spiritual awakening, we delve into the paradoxical nature of connection that solitude can foster. While solitude means being physically alone, it paradoxically opens the door to a deeper connection with the universe and everything within it. Let's start by addressing a common feeling that arises in solitude, the sense of being small or insignificant in the vastness of the universe. Initially, this realization might seem daunting or isolating. Yet, upon deeper reflection, this recognition of our smallness can be the gateway to a profound spiritual connection. When you sit alone, free from the distractions of daily life, you begin to sense your part in the larger cosmic dance. Each of us, though seemingly isolated, contributes to the broader human experience and the universe's continuous unfolding. This understanding leads us to the concept of interconnectedness. In moments of true solitude, when the mind quiets and the heart opens, it becomes evident that all life is interconnected. The boundaries between self and others, which seem so definite in everyday encounters, begin to blur. You might start to feel empathy and compassion not only for your own struggles, but for the collective struggles of humanity. This empathy is a powerful source of spiritual awakening. It shifts your focus from an inward, self-centered perspective to an outward, inclusive perspective. Now consider the trees in a forest. They stand alone, yes, but beneath the surface their roots are interconnected, sharing nutrients and supporting each other. Like these trees, even in our solitude, we are connected to a larger whole. Our thoughts, actions, and energies contribute to and are influenced by the collective human consciousness. In your moments of solitude, have you ever felt an unexpected sense of peace or a sudden epiphany about a problem that seemed insurmountable? This is the power of the collective consciousness, which you can tap into when your mind is not clouded by the non-stop chatter of social interactions. Solitude offers a unique clarity and can be seen as a state of being deeply connected rather than being deeply isolated. Furthermore, solitude allows you to reconnect with nature, which is an essential aspect of spiritual awakening. Nature, in its serene and unassuming presence, teaches stillness and resilience. By observing the steady rhythm of nature, the cycle of the seasons, the rise and fall of the sun, the ebb and flow of tides, you align yourself with the rhythm of life itself. This alignment brings an understanding that everything is part of a larger order, and every phase of life, including moments of solitude, has a purpose. Practically speaking, how can you enhance this connection during your periods of solitude? It begins with intention. When you enter solitude, do so with the intention to connect deeply with yourself and, through yourself, with the universe. Use practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting quietly in nature to facilitate this connection. These practices help dissolve the ego, the part of you that feels separate and isolated, and foster a sense of unity with all that is. As we conclude this segment, I encourage you to think about the last time you felt a deep connection during a moment of solitude. What brought about that feeling? Was it something within you or something you sensed from the world around you? How can you cultivate more of these moments to deepen your spiritual journey? The alchemy of solitude. Transforming silence into self-discovery. In this third segment of our journey through the spiritual implications of solitude, we explore how solitude can serve as a catalyst for profound self-discovery and transformative growth. Solitude is not merely a state of being alone. It is an active, dynamic process where silence speaks louder than words, and where stillness becomes the workshop of the soul. First, let's address how solitude provides the perfect backdrop for self-reflection. In the absence of external inputs and distractions, you are left with the most fundamental aspects of your identity. This is your raw, unedited self, stripped of roles, responsibilities, and relationships. Here, in these quiet moments, you have the opportunity to ask, who am I, truly? This question is not seeking the superficial identifiers we often use to define ourselves. but rather it is a deep dive into the essence of your being. Self-reflection in solitude often leads to revelations about personal values, beliefs, and desires that are otherwise overshadowed by societal expectations or familial pressures. It's a time when you can reassess your life's direction and make decisions that align more closely with your authentic self. This process of alignment is crucial, as it determines the quality of your peace, happiness, and spiritual fulfillment. Moreover, solitude provides the space to confront and heal from past traumas and emotional wounds. In the busyness of everyday life, these issues are often relegated to the background, ignored or suppressed. However, in solitude, these suppressed emotions can surface. While this can be unsettling, it is also an opportunity for healing. Facing these emotions, understanding them, and working through them can lead to profound personal growth and emotional freedom. Consider how a seed must be buried alone in the dark soil to germinate and eventually bloom into a beautiful flower. Similarly, the darkness of solitude can be fertile ground for personal transformation. It is in this solitude that you can plant the seeds of future growth, seeds of new skills, ideas, or even a new outlook on life. Practically, embracing the transformative potential of solitude involves engaging in practices that facilitate self-exploration and healing. Journaling, for instance, is a powerful tool. It allows you to articulate thoughts and feelings that are difficult to express or understand. Meditation, too, plays a crucial role. It helps in quieting the mind, which in turn makes it easier to listen to the deeper truths residing within you. As you engage in these practices, remember that the goal of solitude is not to isolate yourself indefinitely, but to better understand yourself so that you can engage more authentically and compassionately with the world around you. The insights gained during times of solitude should serve as a bridge to improved interactions and relationships. Now, as we reflect on these ideas, consider how moments of solitude have influenced your personal evolution. What discoveries have you made about yourself that have changed the way you live, think, or love? From solitude to society, weaving threads of insight into the fabric of everyday life. In this final segment of our exploration of solitude in the context of spiritual awakening, we focus on the crucial aspect of integration, how to weave the profound insights and transformations experienced in solitude into the fabric of everyday life and relationships. This step is essential for ensuring that the personal growth achieved during periods of solitude doesn't remain isolated from the broader context of our lives. Firstly, let's consider the challenge of re-entry. After a period of solitude, transitioning back into the social world can often feel overwhelming. The noise and demands of everyday life can threaten to drown out the quiet wisdom gained in solitude. However, this transition offers a unique opportunity to practice maintaining your newfound inner peace and clarity amid external chaos. One effective strategy for this integration is the practice of mindfulness. By being fully present in each moment, you can bring the calm and centeredness of solitude into your interactions and tasks. Mindfulness helps in observing your reactions and emotions without immediately being swept up by them, enabling you to respond from a place of composure and insight. Another key aspect of integration is sharing your insights. Solitude might be a personal journey, but its fruits can benefit others. Whether through conversations, writing, art, or leadership, expressing what you've learned and experienced can help others feel less alone in their struggles and encourage them to explore their own paths of self-discovery. This not only enriches your relationships, but also strengthens your understanding and commitment to the insights you've gained. Furthermore, it's important to create structures that support the continual practice of solitude's lessons. This might involve setting boundaries that protect your newfound peace and priorities, such as limiting engagements that drain your energy or scheduling regular solitude retreats to refresh your spirit. It could also mean cultivating environments, both at home and work, that reflect your values and promote a peaceful state of mind. Let's also talk about the role of compassion. As you integrate the insights from solitude, you'll likely become more aware of the struggles and suffering of others. This awareness can deepen your empathy and compassion, making you a more understanding friend, partner, parent, or colleague. By acting from a place of compassion, you not only improve your relationships, but also contribute to a kinder, more empathetic society. Lastly, it is crucial to be patient with yourself during this process. Integration is not an event but a journey. There will be moments when you feel you've lost touch with your solitude-induced insights. During these times, gently remind yourself of the lessons learned and steer back with kindness and resolve. As we conclude our series, reflect on how you can continue to nurture the seeds planted during your times of solitude. How will you carry the quiet wisdom of your inner world into the bustling life around you? How will you ensure that the transformative power of solitude is not lost, but instead enriches every area of your life? With these reflections, we close our discussion, not as an end, but as an invitation to continue exploring, growing, and integrating the profound lessons that solitude offers. Thank you for joining this journey of deeper understanding and transformation. May the insights from your solitude illuminate every corner of your life.